This is an iPhone 7. This is a contraption I made to power it on. This phone had a dead battery and we decided to build a new battery for it. Plugged it, turned it around to press the power button. It's powering on. So it is on, and by the way, this is its old battery. So today we are going to show you how to build an even better battery and explain to you why we are doing whatever we are doing. So please watch from the beginning till the end to enjoy the video, and let's proceed. Now let's shut it down and then start our video from this. So remember, this video is going to teach you how to build a battery, and we will go with you step by step. Anyway, this is it that we had inside there. And before we get started, I thought I should first take through what makes a mobile phone battery in the modular sense. Now, a mobile phone battery is basically two things. One, the accumulator that actually stores the charge, and then two, the control board that helps manage the current going in here and out of here into your phone so that your phone can be able to run. Now, you look at this battery and you can see that physically it is deformed like that. Or if you're wondering, this part actually came from here. So this is basically the accumulator, the storage of charge, and you can see the two terminals to feed in the charge that you store. And then what you're seeing here is the control board that helps do the handling of that business. But this one is swollen that you can even see ridges right there. Whereas when you look at this is perfect. If you're wondering, this is actually from a different device that one day I'll talk about. And so today we are going to basically do two things: build a battery that is going to permanently sit in this iPhone, because clearly this cannot stay there. I did this to be able to test that. Now that's where we come to this. Now if you remember, this is the battery from the iPhone in the video right there that had the problem of rebooting continuously, and we figured out it was the battery. Now this battery, when you look at it, actually when you look at the accumulator, it is thin and perfect, and the person said actually before the day that happened, this battery would last them 8 hours of active use. So what was the problem there? The problem with this battery was with the control board that manages the power charging and power delivery. So we are going to take advantage of the fact that this one's accumulator was fine. Now the old battery that comes from this mobile phone, the accumulator was dead, but the control board was fine. So now dive right into the video with me so that I show you what's happening. So first things first, we need to carefully transparent this accumulator to this control board that came from there. And while I'm saying that, let me actually take this opportunity to remove the control board that I had transferred to this battery to sort of help me with testing and checking if the phone itself is alright, because the person needed to boot and set up WhatsApp web on their PC as the phone is here for repair. Now this is the beauty of understanding how these things actually work, such as that in the case you are performing a repair, it is well informed and you do the cheapest possible repair, but most also reliable. In other words, most cost-effective repair. So in this case, I could have gone the way of, okay, buy a new battery, but then I had the moving parts that I needed to build for this person a battery that would enable them at least enjoy their life or extend the life of this mobile device so that it doesn't go into the waste field. So anyway, I am beating two birds with one stone. One is getting this guy functioning mobile phone, and two, making sure the landfills are not clogged by devices. So I am removing what I had done. So this is what I am calling the control board. When you look at it, it has ICs and components that help manage the charging current and the current that is being supplied. And now let's go right here and separate this accumulator from its faulty control board, and then from there we can proceed to bond the two. Now let's get right in here. I now have to peel this carefully because these two are held together by tape that is carefully placed, and therefore I have to carefully remove it in a manner that does not damage anything. So when you see this, you can see that this unravels. Okay, I think I'm also going to go on this side. And by the way, if you're new to this channel, I implore you to hit the subscribe button, please. Help me grow, and watch the videos till the end anyways, and I'm hoping I am teaching someone how to get there. So anyway, just pick this is sort of like a piece of plastic that was giving it some sort of form, like a skeleton, reinforcing it. And now this has been folded down, so I have to carefully unfold it because I'm interested in keeping our terminals fine. And I sense adhesive right here. Okay, what's happening? Let me see on the underside. Let me remove this, the tape, in the form of tape. Okay, but here I'm mostly interested in the accumulator, in the storage, not the storage manager. Okay, and okay, I'm supposed to turn it this way, but there's adhesive really holding it tightly down. And as such, let's see what's under there. Okay, okay, this is there. We need to be careful because we're trying to remove this in a manner that we save time. Sorry, save the usability of this battery. Okay, and be sure not to perforate any of this. I think this battery has some sort of charge on it. Alright, now that we are there, I just want to take a measurement of the battery to see what voltage it's on. But because I worked on the phone that is donating that battery, we be certain that it has some charge. Okay, a voltmeter in voltage mode, measuring maximum of 20 because I expect this at maximum to be at 4 volts. So take a measurement. Where's my other probe? Is not inside, sorry, my bad. I plug that in, and then we can take the measurement. Wait, it reads 4.5 volts. That shows me that it is actually fully charged. And that being said, I need to pick off that board, and let me find my soldering gun and then get some soldering wire, and we proceed from there. I'll show you how to remove this. Now you need to use some bit of flax, and that flax is to put at the tip of the gun so that it provides area to transfer heat. So now I'm going to this is attached on this upper side, so I'm going to apply this with flax and push this while pushing this downwards, so that when it's heated up enough it releases. Okay, you can see it has released right there. Now the same thing for this side. Okay, apply that, and then bend that, and that falls off. So this is the surface that has solder. Now I need to attach wires. I think let me just go straight for it and put it directly on the terminals. In most cases I use wires to give an allowance, because the accumulator comes from a similar phone, and actually this came from an S8, and this came from an iPhone 8, and this is the iPhone 7, but physically it can fit where the 7 goes. When I look at the area of the phone, and the thickness of the battery or the accumulator, and the area it should fit in. It should fit in perfectly well. What is this rated for? 1820 milliampere hours, and then this is 1900, but I think this is a much better accumulator. This is a generic replacement. You can see that it didn't even have an Apple logo, and it's swell, so this will do me great work. Now this is the terminal that I'm actually transplanting. Let me put that one aside, and then now we have to seek for the polarity, like knowing what side is positive and negative. But if you look carefully right there on those writings, let me zoom in so that you can see. You can see a positive written right there, and then a negative somewhere there. That means this terminal is a positive terminal, this terminal is the negative terminal. And on this board itself also it is indicated there, battery negative, battery positive, so that will give you the orientation. That means this is going to be aligned like that, you see, negative to negative, positive to positive. But we need to confirm that that is truly the case with a multimeter. That will have the final say. Now still our battery is that's why our voltmeter, we'll have to set it to voltage mode, measuring up to 20. Zoom out, measuring up to 20, and the positive probe, when we put it on a positive terminal, and the negative probe on the negative terminal, we should get a positive value right there. This is negative. Put the black probe right there, the red probe, and let's look at the screen of the meter, and you can see it is positive 3.7. If I were to reverse, it would be a negative value. So if I put my negative probe, black probe, to the negative terminal, and that positive value, so this confirms for us that this is indeed the positive terminal, and that's the negative terminal of that accumulator. Now the next job is to bond the two together. Now here I'm going to be forced to flatten this a bit, that a bit, and then reduce some of the solder at this point. Let me first clean the tip of my soldering gun to make it a bit receptive to the glue. It is terribly heated up because I forgot it on for close to 24 hours, and actually close to 12, not 24. So let me wipe off some, then wipe off some. Okay. And then now we align. Was positive, it was like this, right? So we are going to do just that. And now I've just realized I need to tin my soldering gun tip and figure out a way of holding this and solder without the heat taking a good chunk of my finger. Anyway, this is my crude way of attempting that, so I think I'm going to support it too, and like that, and then I'm going to put some solder to the tip of my gun. This is just for the purpose of heat transfer, and then you're looking at in between there. That's where I'm going to do that. And I feel that terminal is done. I've begun with the negative terminal. Now I'm going to do the same with the positive terminal right there. Now let's apply some right there, and then bring that there. I keep my fingernails to allow me to be able to do some of these things, so my nails can take up the heat, and as opposed to my skin. So when you look carefully, my fingernail is pressing that. It shows you that when I apply heat, this settles in well. Okay, so that's that. I have basically used two batteries, one having a separate problem from the other, to come up with a new battery. The old battery for this phone had a problem with the accumulator, but its control board was fine, whereas this battery had a good accumulator, but the control board was faulty. So basically I have used the control board from here and put it there, and we're going to now have to fold it, actually protect it and then fold it back, and then yeah, think the idea is to, you see, is this it is okay. Now that so I'm just trying to make it look as similar to the one that was here as possible. So this is that, and then I can turn this over, and it's a black thing we are filming, so bear that in mind. Okay, now we fold it over. Okay, I suppose I think I soldered it too close, and I don't have room for this to fold or turn into, so I'm going to move this a little backward. Okay, and where's my soldering gun? So stay with me until the point I test. It will help me grow the channel a little bit, which I believe is something good for us. Okay, so let's calm down and push this a little away. Okay, I think that's by a good amount. Now we come to this other side, which is this, and also be like we are ungluing it off. Okay, pull it forward. Okay, I think that's sufficient, but then also we don't want this protruding bit of solder right there. Okay. Okay. All right. Now let's attempt again folding it over. First, I'm going to put this to, I guess, give it some bit of protection. Then all right. If I get quiet, please do just proceed with watching what's happening. I still can't get enough, right? Okay, I guess I'll have to push it a bit up that way. Now I'm not going to make use of that piece of plastic. Okay, there's a lot of tension there. Okay, now I'm going to use duct tape to protect this, and go in and get this tested, like by powering on or by charging. So this to insulate that. and yeah, I think we'll thrive. Now, because this was an iPhone 8, this is some part of the wireless charging. A protection or cover or shielding. Okay, so let's open the phone and then place it, plugging it in, then we'll bring the rest of the battery into place. Now I'm going to use the charger to wake it up, and that you guys see what's happening. Sorry about the light. Plugged in. Meanwhile, his port is also a bit loose, which is not very impressive, but you can see it booting up. So if the battery doesn't work, it will just keep on rebooting. Sorry, Apple logo off. But I think it's going to go on. I don't have his pin, so this is it for today, and see you in the next video. Okay, it is showing the Thunderbolt charging, and I don't know what percentage it is at. Okay, this guy still has an original screen, and what you're seeing smudging off is just a ceramic screen guard. And how am I supposed to know the percentage? So I first remove and then plug it in. See, okay, 14. So let's give it some 5 minutes and then turn it on. Sorry, and then I'd check the percentage. Anyway, if you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button. If you're old and you've watched this far, I greatly appreciate. Oh, we are recording, so at 25, that's when I'm coming back. Subscribe, please do subscribe. Next I bring you these AirPods that are not working, and show you what to do with them. Subscribe. Alright, so I know 5 minutes haven't yet elapsed, but let me just impatiently check for the percentage. Okay, it says 15, so it is increasing, and let me let it roll. You guys can stare at the screen because I'm chasing watch hours, and hopefully we'll get there sooner than later. In the moment, let me also boil some tea to help me. So I have my cup right there. Then I have some powdered milk. Then I have some sugar in the mixed with tea leaves. Weird, right? So I'm pushing away the things that I can cut. My surgical blade. This is me trying to buy some time, and I think let me just cut this socket all the way. Okay. And then I put my powdered milk in there. Now I add my sugar tea leaves mix in there. So I'm making milk tea. Then agitate this a bit. The percolator has also already boiled the water. This is to mix it thoroughly, so that when I pour the water, it's a perfect mix. I'm supposed to, alright, electronics and water don't mix, but for today, allow me make tea as we wait for voltage to rise. Now I can stir it up. Toothbrush, but will be fine. I'm using the lower end. Of course, I can't seem to trace my fork. It's a workshop, but keep water away. I'm not encouraging you to put water anywhere near whatever you're doing. So I wonder whether I should call this video I take tea while drinking water. But because the channel hasn't grown big enough, that would be for my audience. So this will be just the iPhone battery build. And I think some significant minutes have increased. That's like 3 minutes. So I think let me just clean the tip of my soldering gun, and then we wake the phone and see. Hopefully it has risen more. But then of course if it is increasing at that rate that is not very fast, it shows that its capacity is good, but also I have a problem that this port is not the best. Anyway, let me give it a good 10 minutes off camera, and then we come back. I'm just hoping this port will deliver my charge well. I've decided to support it. Okay, let me take tea and we'll wait for that to charge. I've grown impatient, so I've waited only 2 minutes, and at least from 14 to 16 it's decent. And so that's it. Or if you want to have a glimpse again on our battery, that's what we've come up with. And like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video.